Hello and welcome everyone to today's Lead Code Challenge. And this is our day 432 of Lead Code. And today's question is question number 2294, partition array such that the maximum difference is k. We have given an integer array nums and an integer k, and we have to partition that nums array into one or more subsequences such that each element in nums appears exactly in one of the sequences, and we have to return the minimum number of subsequences needed such that the difference between the maximum and minimum values in each subsequence is at most k. That means in every subsequence, the difference between its maximum and minimum element does not exceed this k. So what is a subsequence? A subsequence is a sequence that can be derived from another sequence by deleting some or no elements without changing the order of the remaining elements. That means this 3, 1, 2 will be considered a subsequence, but not this 1, 3, 2. This is not a correct subsequence, but 3, 6, 1, 5 is a correct subsequence. That means the order is preserved as in the original nums array we have to given. Now let us look at this example number 1. Nums equals to 3, 6, 1, 2, 5 and k equals to 2. In this example, there are at most 2 subsequences possible, in which if we get the partition in this nums, the difference between the maximum and minimum values in each subsequence is at most k. And what will be that partitions? First one is this 3, 1, 2. This 3, 1 and 2. Here we can see that the difference between the maximum and minimum value in the first subsequence is this 3 minus 1, that is 2. And the other subsequence will be this 6 and 5. Here the maximum difference is 1 and this one is basically less than this k. So these two are the possible subsequences for this integer array. Now in this example number 2, we have given k equals to 1 and nums equals to 1, 2, 3. And if we have to make the partition in this nums, it is not possible to partition the nums into single elements, because we have to find the difference between the maximum and minimum values in the subsequence. So we have to consider at most 2 elements for a subsequence, and the remaining elements will be considered singly if there are no adjacent to them, and that's why the first subsequence is this 1 and 2 and the other is 3. So in this case, the maximum difference between this minimum and maximum value is 1, and in this one is 0, and both these 1 and 0 are in the range of this case, so we have to return 2 as our answer. Now in example number 3, we have given nums equals to 2, 2, 4, 5 and k equals to 0. And if we partition that into 3 subsequences like this 2, 2, 4 and 5, what will be the difference between maximum and minimum value in each subsequence? This 2, 2 gives as the difference equals to 0. These single elements gives the difference as 0. So there are 3 answers possible for this. So we have to return 3 in example number 3. Now what is the basic intuition behind this problem to solve this problem? So let us first visualize that. Here we have given a input example number 1, and in that we can see that nums is equals to 3, 6, 1, 2, 5. If we try to brute force our solution, what will be the brute force solution for this? The brute force solution will be finding the each subsequence possible for this nums, that means all subsequence possible, and Traverse all subsequences one by one, finding the minimum and maximum value in each subsequence, and then check that the difference is whether is less than equals to k or not. If it is less than equals to k, increment our CNT, and if not, then go to the next subsequence, and this will be our brute force solution for this. But we can further optimize this using sorting algorithm, and in sorting first we have to sort this. So let us first sort this array. After sorting this will gives us 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. Now this is the sorted array part, and in this sorted array what we have to find, we only need the count of subsequences and not the exact subsequences. So it does not matter that we will first find these subsequences and then check for this k or the maximum and minimum difference between the values in each subsequences, because we do not need that. We only need the number of subsequences, and the number of subsequences will not depend on this order. It will only depend on some breaking points in this nums. After sorting this, if we try to group some numbers, let us group these numbers like this 1 and 2, and if we find out this maximum and minimum value in this is, like, the maximum is 2 and minimum is 1, so the difference between the maximum and minimum is 1, and as we can see that 1 is in the range of this or less than this k, so this is one of our subsequences. So let us increment our count from 0 to 1. Let us try to group this 3 and this 5, and if we try to group this 3 and 5, the maximum difference between the maximum and minimum value is 2, and this 2 is basically less than equals to this k. So increment, this is a possible subsequence partition, so increment our CNT from 1 to 2, and this 6 is a single element, and this will gives us the difference as 0. So 0 is also less than equals to 2, so increment our point CNT. This grouping can give us 3 as our answer, but as we can see that the single possible subsequences are also possible, so this will gives us as answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we group each single elements together, then we can get 6 as our answer, but here we can see that we have to return the minimum number of subsequences. We only need the minimum number of subsequences, so we have to partition this array such that there could be minimum number of subsequences. So let us first erase all these previous partitions, and now try to partition that array again. If we partition that array like this, that means group these 1, 2 and 3 together, and this 5 and 6 together. In this we can see that the difference is basically 2, which is less than equals to this case, so this will be a possible partition, and in this the difference is 1, and this is also a valid partition, so this will gives us 2 as our answer. Till now this 2 is the minimum possible number of subsequences that we can partition this array into. So we have to return this 2 and not that 3 and 6. So What will be the intuition to find this 2 as our answer? Let us first erase this. Let us erase the partitions like this. And now let us take a minimum value first. What will be the minimum value for this array? And we can see that the minimum value for this array is 0 possible. So let us initialize a min to infinity. That means there is a minimum variable that is pointing to the infinity first, and there will be a maximum variable that keep tracks of the minimum and maximum value for each subsequence is possible, and this is pointing to minus infinity. And now what will be the thought process to solve this problem will be, first we have to sort this and then iterate over this array. That means first here keep track the minimum and maximum number till every I. That means at I equals to 0 the minimum number will be 1, the maximum number will be 1, and after tracking the minimum and maximum value, check the difference between maximum and minimum, and this is 0. And if the difference is in between the range of k, if it is in between the range k, just continue and do nothing. That means this is a only single partition. That means all these elements are in a single partition, and now this I is pointing to this 2. So what will be the minimum value till this index? That will be 1, and the maximum value till this index is now 2. And if we take the difference between this maximum and minimum, that is 1. Now 1 belongs to this k because this is less than equals to this k. So we do not have to now increment our int because these 1 and 2 are basically grouped together in any subsequence. So move to the next iteration, and again our maximum value till this index will be now 3 and minimum is 1, and the difference is 2. And as we know that this difference is also not exceeded the value of this k, so all these 3 can be grouped together till now. So do not increment, go to the next index, and now if we see that the maximum value is now 5 but the minimum value is 1, and if we take the difference between maximum and minimum, that will be 4, and this violates the condition. Now 4 is actually greater than this k, and if we found any values, any difference that is greater than k, that means there is a partition possible here. So the previous values can be grouped together, and now we have to increment our CNT. That means if our CNT is previously pointing to 0, that will be 1 now. And also we have to take care of the value of minimum this time now. Now the minimum value for the previous partition is this one, but as we know the partition is over at this index, that means at this index. So for the next partition, possible partition, the minimum value is this only. That means the starting of this possible next possible partition. So update our minimum value to this nums of I, that means to 5, and again check for the remaining elements. So our I is now pointing to this, and minimum value till this index is 5 and maximum will be 6, and difference will be 1. Difference will be 1 between this 5 and 6, and this 1 is belongs to the range k, that means this is less than k. So do not do anything and move to the next iteration, and the next iteration is not possible. Our array is basically completed, so the final current will be 1. So we have to return our CNT variable, but as we know, the possible answer for this is not 1 but 2. So this CNT, after doing all this stuff, basically gives us a single line that gives us two partitions here. One is on the left side and one is on the right side. That means we have to initialize our element or our CNT from 1 and not from 0. We have to initialize that from 1, and whenever we found the violation in our condition, our CNT will incremented. That means there will be 2 from 1. So this is now gives us the correct answer. So we have to initialize our CNT from 1 and not from the 0, because of this fact that this only gives us the line that defines that there will be a partition in left direction and there will be a partition in right direction. So this is the simple code for this problem, and I hope you will all understand. And let us first look this example as well, or like this one. Let us visualize our code for this example as well. This is nums equals to 1, 2, 3 and k equals to 1. So our I will start from 0 till less than the length of this array. Minimum value till now is, let us define this is as minimum, which is first initialized with plus infinity and maximum is minus infinity. Minimum value till this index is 1, maximum till this index is also 1, like this. And we have to sort this as well, but the input array is already sorted, so this nums dot sort will not work for this because it is already sorted. Now after sorting, the minimum is 1 and maximum is 1. The difference between the maximum and minimum is 0, and 0 is basically less than this k, so do not update our CNT and move to the next iteration. The maximum will this time be 2 and minimum is 1 and difference is 1, and 1 is less than equals to this k, so do not does anything and move to the next iteration. And when this I equals to 2 and maximum till this index is 3, minimum is 1, so this time difference will be 2. Here we can see that the difference is greater than this k. Whenever the difference is greater than this k, we have to increment our CNT. Our CNT is firstly 1, so that will be 2 now, and we have to update our minimum to this nums of I, that means that will be 3 now. And at this step where this condition gets violated, there will be a breaking line that defines that there are two partitions possible. One is left of this and one is right of this. And whenever our I is incremented, this goes out of the bound, and the only possible answer for this is 2. So we have to return 2. So now let us code this and check if it is fine or not. Let us first take the size of this array, then initialize our minimum value till this index, that will be minus infinity. Oh, that will be plus infinity, and maximum value till this index will be minus infinity. Initialize our CNT to 1, iterate over the array, update our minimum and maximum value, till the index I. Minimum value will be minimum of minimum value and nums of I, and maximum value will be maximum value and nums of I. Now check if maximum value minus minimum value is greater than k, that means at this step condition gets violated. And what we have to do now, update our CNT, update the CNT variable, and update our minimum value to nums of I for the next possible partition. After doing this, we have to simply return our CNT, and let us check if it is running fine or not. It is giving me the wrong answer, and let us check what will be the mistake here. Oh, we forget to sort the array. We have to first sort the array as well. Sort the array. Let us sort first, and now run this. This is running fine, so let us submit this and check if it does passes all the test cases or not. It does passes all the test cases, and this will complete our daily streak to 433 days. So thank you so much guys, and do like and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you understand the concept clearly. So please like and share this video. Thank you guys.